This is a demo of the code plugin which is included with the Logviewer program. The code plugin allows users to open log files containing revisions of code and allows the user to perform a diff on the revisions, annotate the revisions without changing the actual code, and highlight different sections of the revision. First we're going to open the log files which contain the revisions of code. In this case we're going to open this folder full of logs. And then we're going to load the code plugin. It'll ask you to open a file. This file is called the annotation categories file, and I'll explain what it does later, but for now we'll just open it. And then we'll make some space. So if you click forward back, you scroll through the revisions. If you click on the revision will appear as if you click forward and back. The left pane is always the current revision, the right pane is the next revision, unless you lock a pane, in which case only one of the panes will move. And you can also lock the right pane and the left pane, or you can lock both panes and nothing moves. To perform a diff, click the diff is on, diff is off, and these two revisions are exactly the same. These two aren't, so you can see the different colors. They scroll independently, but if you want, you can lock the scroll. You can also change the font size. And in addition, you can highlight with different colors. So I'm going to do a purple highlight, like so. You can also annotate the text, and this is where the file I opened comes in. The categories.ini file which I opened contains categories of annotations that you can add. There are 7 categories defined in this particular file, but you can define as many as you want. The format is exclamation point, category name, RGB value of that category. Each category has a color. The keyboard combo for adding an annotation of that category, and then any, if there are any, predefined labels or texts that you want the user to use. So, for example, I'm going to type Control 0, and once I type Control 0, this dialog pops up, and you can see it's already set on category sample name 0. And if I click the down button, I have predefined texts, but I can also type my own. And once I do that, I get this nice category marker right there. And then if I type Control 2, I don't like that, Control 3, I come up with this green category, sample name 3, RGB, G was 255, so this is the green one, and I did it by typing Control 3. And there are no predefined text, so I have to type one in. And then there's also the default one, which is in the color of whatever this chooser is. The default category has no category name, and then I just type, and it's like so. Now, if there's something wrong with the categories.ini file format, like you didn't follow the format, then the program will still work, the plugin will still work, but there will be no plugins available to be used except for the default category. You can do different things. For example, edit, you can change what's in there. Show, hide, you can for example hide the text. Up here you can hide all the text, you can view all the text. If you have one text that's off and the other ones are on, then you can toggle them. And also you can view the selected. To make a selection, use the selection window. If you do the checkbox, then you've selected that category and you want to view it. So here I viewed it. Here I viewed the purple. Oh, this is the default category. So even though it's that color, it's default category. So it's not one of these. Here's the red one. And then if I forget the key combo, clicking one of these will also be the same as typing that key combo to add that. And you can add them on both sides. Finally, you can save the annotations you've added to the log so that as you scroll through revisions, the annotations will reappear. And if you save the raw file, or if it's a filter file, you save the filter file using these buttons, then those annotations will be saved with the XML for next time, so that you can reopen that file and continue annotating away. The texts are always viewed next to the annotation. You can view them inline like this, or you can view them. You can view them right like this, or you can view them inline. This is a button for adding annotations. You can always pick which category you want from the dialog. And you can save this as a regular text file without annotations. And finally, you can do copy. Because of the way the program is written, Control-C doesn't work, but if you highlight and you hit copy, it's the same as copying. And the annotation manager window with the selection is available anytime you hit select. Oh, and the file format for all the annotations and highlights that are saved is available on the project website. So the file format for the XML of saved annotations and saved highlights is available on the project. They're saved with the code, so it's like an add-on to the file you already opened.